Hi guys, welcome to the flight this evening as we are down in Israel, Tel Aviv, and we're going to be doing a flight up to Lebanon. We're going to be using ELAL Airways for our trip today in the 737-800. We've updated it to the latest version, so we shouldn't have no problems with it today with the FMC freezing up on us. So don't forget to like and subscribe guys. We're going to be leaving out for runway 30 and coming in for the RNAV for 21. Got the chart set up inside ready for us to go, so don't forget to like and subscribe guys, help us get to that 2k subscriber goal. And now we can get inside the cockpit and start the aircraft up ready for our pre-flight. We're in 737-800 now, so we go overhead now. We've got the battery on and guarded, standby power is guarded, and ground power is on. After that we'll go to bat and ground power. We'll get the panel light on, we can arm the emergency lights, we'll get the no smoking and fasten seatbelts which is on, get a one pump in and get the APU all ready and lighted, ready for us to go. So there's a low oil pressure which is ready for us. We'll go to nav for the IRSs which are set. We can test the speed warnings which are set. We'll do the stalls afterwards which will be all good. From there we'll get the window heats on, along with our trim air, turn the packs on, and we'll get the APU bleed on ready for when we switch over. We can turn on our logo light, get the positioning on, and the collision we'll put on just after we're ready to go. So we go over to the center console now, we'll get our panel lighting all in. Okay, which is all set. Go over into the FMC now, as we should be all aligned in just a few moments time. So we'll get down in for Tel Aviv, over on the charts, Lima Lima, Bravo Golf, okay, which will be put in, and then we'll get the left GPS up, which will be all ready for us to go. So the irises will be lined in just a minute, so we'll get that in, and we'll just shove that in now. So what we can do now is got a Lima Lima Bravo Golf coming in for Oscar Lima Bravo Alpha. We're going to be departing from runway 30 and we're going to be leaving out on the PDF 1 Foxtrot. From there we're going to be going to Merva, and then from Merva we're then going to be going to Lithuania. From Lithuania we'll be then going to Alika, and then from Alika, which is our arrival, we can see on our arrival charts here that we're going to be coming in from Alika on the Alika 1 Romeo. Be the RNAV for 21, and we'll transition for the Bravo Alpha 417. Which we can also see is our initial approach fix, and then coming in for the arrival from the Bravo Alpha 417 will then turn onto the 172, and then we'll start to begin our descent down from the Bravo Alpha 418, 4.3 nautical miles to the Bravo Alpha 419. Then we'll start our descent down 3 degrees on the 200. Okay, so as we're all set there, go and get the airport's elevation 85, which is fine. We're going in for 230. We'll switch over the buses now, so we've got the APU gen on, the yaw dampers can now come on, we can switch over the engine leads, go back to our routing, we can activate that up now, and go to our perf, get a perf in, we've got reserves of 1.5, cost index today is going to be 65. Go 230, which is set. Okay, so from there we'll get our ISA and everything, which is going to be 268 or 036, and the ISA is going to be minus 21. Okay, that's all fine. We know that there's going to be a steep descent as we come down, as we'll get configured just beforehand. So the ICE are all done now. M1 limit, everything can be fine. We'll go for flaps 5. We'll go get the aircraft's winds and everything down before we leave. So we can see on the departure it's 330 at 09. Okay, which is set. I'm going to go for flaps 5, 142, 144 and a 152. So 152 for V2. We can now arm the flight directors and get the first officer's side in as we get the QNHs, which is 1013. So QNHs are already in, which is set, and everything looks okay. So from there we're all good over. We can now get the pumps all in, which will be set. Probes will come on after. We can get the electric hydraulics all in as we're all ready to go. Anti-collisions can now come on. Leaving out of the runway heading, we're going to be leaving out onto the 296. Okay, which is set. Going for 230, which is also set. We can go in and do our chat list just before we do get going. So transponder is set. Got our max speed, which is also set. V2's 152. Heading is going to be the 29S6, which is checked. Initial altitude we're going up to 230. Yaw dampers on and checked. Window heats are on. Flight altitude set. Landing altitude is also set. 230 and 85 feet on the airport elevation. We'll round that off to the nearest 100, so we'll make that 100, which is also checked. Flight directors are on and checked. LNAV and VNAV as required. We'll come out on heading 400. We'll activate the LNAV, and then once flaps up we'll go into VNAV. As we can see, 190 is on our restrictions, plus above 600 feet we'll then make that left hand turn back to Zemba. So if we have a look in on the FMC, we can see that we've got 190 all the way around to Zemba, so we could in fact get the aircraft up onto its VNAV pretty much just after takeoff. We could take off with VNAV if we wanted to, but we'll do it after flaps up and let it run its course. So minimums ref, altimeter ref is 1013, which is checked. Auto brakes RTO, which is checked. Com radio set and doors are closed. Okay, so Ben Gurion 1135, which is set. I'll switch that over. Okay, and from Ben Gurion, and then going down onto the 296. Okay, which is also set. So what we can do now is, as we are already, auto throttle is armed before start checklist. So we'll call the tug, and then we'll do our before start checklist. Okay, so tug's now going to drive up. So before start checklist, auto throttle is armed, which is checked. Left and right center fuel pumps, left and right are on and checked. Electric hydraulic pumps are on and checked. Anti-collision lights on checked. Parking brakes set. Ground equipment removed, which we can get all done now. Close the door. Door's already closed, so that's all fine now. Engine area is clear, which is set. Fire engine start checklist, we've got the secondary display unit is engine. Packs will be going off, which is set. And we're all ready for engine number 1 start.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Okay, so ready to connect now. One thing we did forget to do was the cargo tests and the APUs. It's a bit pointless now, but we can see that the overheat detection is there. And just quickly test the bottles as well. Okay, so we're all ready to go now. TCAS can go to TA, which is set. Tug's now lifting us up, ready for us to leave lovely Tel Aviv. Okay, we can do the throttle check as well. So we are getting the warning, which is also
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, so packs are off, which is checked. We can go for engine number 1. So we'll see the start valves open now. N2 will start to rise. Overpressure come to life. 25% will inject fuel, and then EGT will start to increase. Okay, so engine number 1 now switched over, so we go for engine number 2. Start valves open, oil pressure come to life, 25% inject fuel. EGT for engine number 1 is now stabilised, and 25% will then inject the fuel up for engine number 2. Okay, so tug's now bringing us back. Engine number 2 start switch has gone back over now to
operation
off, which is
complete.
checked.
Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Okay, so set the parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat,
Okay, so before taxi checklist, we can generator 1 and 2, which will go on, which I'll set. We'll switch over to Gen 1, go to TR1, which is set. Pro Peats can now go on, which I'll set. Wing anti-ice and engine anti-ice is required, we don't need that. Pats can go to auto, isolation valve can go to auto until the engine bleeds. APU switched over, so the APU bleed can go off with the
Tow is
APU.
disconnected and bypass bin has
Which
been
is
removed.
set.
Hand signal on the right.
Engine
We'll see you
start
next
switches
time
can
and
be
have a safe
continuous.
flight.
See you soon. So engine start switches are continuous, flaps as required, and now for flaps 5.
If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a
Okay,
flight
so
attendant
flaps
know.
5 are going to come down now. Elevator trim set for takeoff, so
during the boarding process. We ask that larger
27.9.
electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
So we've got 27.9, which is on and set. We are all ready to go as we leave out of the runway today.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 778. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all call. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Leave your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the straps tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation. This vest is equipped with a whistle and a light. If you need to, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary protection device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your belongings. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seatbacks and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is strictly prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy your flight. Please note the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
Okay, so we're going to make this left-hand turn now. We'll go for a rolling takeoff, so we'll hold before the hold, get the aircraft all configured, and then we'll take off on a rolling start. Okay, so there's runway 30, which we'll hold into as we come in. So we can put our runway turn-offs off, which are checked. Our position lights can be on. We
Flight
will
attendant,
check.
prepare for takeoff, please.
Okay, so we'll go and line up.
Okay, the cabin is secured.
As we come around. Okay, so there's runway 30, ready for us to come out of lovely Israel. So we'll stop right here. Okay, so before takeoff, checklist. Got a parking brake, which is set, fuel flow reset, center pumps as required, de-ice as required, cabin lights as required, checked, flight instruments are checked. One rotate and V2, or 142, 144 and 152 for V2. After that, we've got our takeoff data, which is all set, nav equipment is checked, we've got a VRR in, and we are all ready to go. So what we can do is we'll get our landing lights on, can release the brake, get the head and select on as well. So go 40%, apply pressure on the column, and toga. Airspeed live. $80 knots. Check. Throw hold. 100 neutral on the column.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Okay, so we need to go up to 190.
400.
Check. LNAV's engaged. Okay, now we're going to go over to the 350, which is set.
1,000.
Checked. So gear can go off now. Go up to flaps 2. That'll make that left hand turn around now. Okay, so just lift up just a little, get some trimming so we don't go above 190. Spinning round onto that left hand turn where we'll join on back for the 350. So as we get all ready and gone, after takeoff checklist, transponder is already on, which is set. Same for 190 on the outbound, which is set. Auto brake can go off. Flaps are staying for flaps 2 until we pass this left hand turn, which is also set. Start switches are continuous, which are checked. So we'll hold 190 on our speed. We're going to start to level off now. So flight director is going to start to come back. We've got a little bit of wind. Okay, so we just correct up. We'll stay for the 190, and then what we'll do is we'll make that left hand turn onto the 350, which is already setting on our heading. As we come back to level off, keep the aircraft nice and stable now as we come. We can get a little bit more trimming if we need. Okay, which is set. Now the aircraft's completely stable. Gonna get ready to go into that left hand turn, passing through 6,300 feet. At this point now, we'll be able to go up to our flaps up. Okay, now we'll make that left hand turn. As the aircraft now starts to speed up, we can now go through our flap settings and then we'll activate the VNAV once we go to flaps up. So passing 196, we'll go to flaps 1 now. Keep around on that left hand bend. Coming up to near our flaps up now, so we can get a VNAV in. Nose down just slightly. Try to keep around 7.5 trim. There's our flaps up. Hey, flight director will come back with us. There we are, ready to go back onto the 250. gauge now. We'll do level change as we go up now to 230 from 8,000. As we can see, it's going to be a very quick one. As we now track out. Now it was meant to stay between 8,000 and 6 for Cana, and then 8,000 there through to 10 for Merva. So we're just passing through now with 316. Okay, which is set. As we get ready to cross in from the nav viewer. Okay, 112.4. Okay, so we're going to go from the 316, which is set. So after takeoff checklist, the altimeters which will push to standard, passing over. Landing lights now are all off with our runway turn-offs. Taxis are off, which are checked. Fasten seatbelts are off, and we are all good after takeoff. So we'll go to our takeoff cinematics, guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, help us get to that 2K subscriber goal, and I'll see you guys when we get back in the cockpit, ready for our top of descent, ready to come down into lovely Lebanon. So I'll see you guys soon. Hi guys, welcome to the top of descent as we are ready now to come down. We're passing through 13,005, we are coming at 230, we've got a speed brake open as well as we're coming down, passing through 13,000, 7,000 above. Once we get down to Alico, we need to be 4,000 above for the Bravo Alpha 416. We're going to be making that right turn now to the 066, which will be set, passing through 12,008. Go on to that right hand turn as we're going to be coming in for the RNAV, which we can see is all up and running. We've got the RNAV 21208, okay, which will punch in for the 208. 208, which is set. 2001, which is also in as we now go into that right hand turn. Speed brakes are open, passing through 11,000 feet. As we get ready now, you can now pull in the speed brakes as we now pass through 11,006. On our descent checklist for the approach and our descent, we've got anti-ice, which is wing anti-ice, which is on, which is checked. Landing altitude 085 for 100 foot, which we've already got. The recall for 737-800, which is checked, and nothing coming back, which is fine. We've reset the MPP altitude, the FMC approach speed ref, which is also set. We're coming in for a 156 flaps 30, which is all set. 157, sorry, we'll be coming in for. As we now make that right hand turn, passing through 10,000 feet, we can now get the landing lights on, engine start switches are continuous. We've got the 208 course headings which are set. We've got the auto brake number 2 as we check our landing performance. We can see that we can choose any auto brake. It would be 68.9 tons coming in flaps 30 plus 5157. So we can see that we are all within limits today. Coming round now onto that 066 heading as we get ready to come in for lovely Lebanon. Only 41 miles out. Let's pass through 10,000. We're going to be getting down for 7,000 as we come in. And then we'll see our next on the descent. As we then come down, the MCP is already set. So VNAV will hold. As we pass through 9,000 now.
Into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed.
Get Caldium, which is 112.6.
Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the
which is set.
Please complete all Wi-Fi
There's Caldi, 39 nautical miles as we come in, and we can see our altitude as well when we come down. 7 DME, 1,910, 6 view 1590. And 1270. We're looking for around 850 feet on our descent rate, 3 degrees. Missed approach points Bravo Alpha 419, which is going to be right here, 2 DME away from the VWAL of Caldi, and we are all ready to come in. So speed brakes are armed as well, which are also checked. Coming in on the 366, currently 36 nautical miles out. As you get ready now, the sun's getting ready to come up. As we get in for runway 21 over on the RNAV approach. So everything's all configured now, we've got everything all set. 11260, which is in as well, so there's a 11260, which will also punch in over. We've got 208, which is correct and cross-checked on either side, which is set, and also brake number 2, which is fine for us today. So there's nothing in the centre pump, so we don't need to do anything with that. Holding a 230, passing through 8,001 now. As we get ready, there's a 7,000 top of descent. Turn the engine anti-ice off now. As we're passing over 10 degrees. So what we can do is set tight. We can see the airport, which is right there, just over the way. So there is lovely Lebanon as we go into that swooping right hand turn. So as we then descend down 4,000 above, 4,000 above, and then we're going to basically start down from the 418 at 2,100. So we've got plenty of time to get down on that descent. See the DSO as well, so as we are near to approaching, once we get around 10 miles out, we'll then slow the aircraft and get ready for that DSO. Aircraft's fully configured now, 230 will hold, there's 7,000, top of descent will start, and then we'll start coming down 4,000 above, down for 2,001. Once we get down for 2001, we can then put in our minimums as a missed approach, and once we get down, the LNAV and VNAV will follow the path. Once we get near to the minimums, that's when we'll disconnect. On 1015, which is also set and cross-checked. So on for the approach, altimeter's checked 1015, localizer frequency, we've already got the VORs in for cable. Get the approach in, which will arm. Once the glide slope's alive, as we're not doing the ILS from the RNAV, so we're doing flaps 15. We'll get the aircraft all configured and set for when we do come down. Have a look on our plan quick. We can see that we're going to basically come round the bend and then join on, pretty much. So it's not too complicated, pretty straightforward. Could run it visually. So as we're 20 nautical miles out, 15 from our top of descent, we are now all set and configured. So the decel down is going to be 240229. Okay. We'll take control of our speed as we come down. So then we've got full control. And as we do come round onto the bend, we'll get down for 2,100 feet. Okay. As our initial approach fixed, Bravo Alpha 417. And then we'll swoop into that right hand turn. Okay, so what we can do is we've got 4,000 above now. The Bravo Alpha 416. 4,000 above. So if we knock that down, we can say 230 dash 4,000. So we're now going to our descent. Go to our flaps up. Going up the speed brakes until we get to our decel. And then we can open up our flaps and get the aircraft all configured. Very nice. So speed brakes are open now, just to give us a bit more of a descent rate as we come down. We want 4,000 in. And it will be 2001. So as we pass 5,009, nautical miles, straight for the Bravo Alpha 416. Also brake number 2 is set and checked, and we're all ready to come in with flaps 3157. The decel is going to be there for 4,000, there's 2001, so we can put in 190, 3,000 in, which will take the strain off. Okay, so let's speed brakes in, then we'll come down to flaps 5. As we lower our speed now. Then we'll get ready to go into that right hand bend, which will take us around down in. So here's our markers, 7 DME away from Caldy. We need to be at 1,910. So we're currently 16 as we're just outbound. There's our flaps 5 coming down. From there we've got 101 to 171. No, there's 101. As we get ready to go into that turn. So it sends through 4,000 now. Passing through 10, runway turn-offs can now go on, which are set, engine starts which are continuous, which are checked. Passing through 4,005. QNH is 1015, checked, speed brake is armed, which is checked. As we're going to sweep around now, passing through 4002. As we go into that right hand turn, we'll then go down for flaps 15, gear down. So we're going to spin now onto the 101, and then we'll go to the 170. Okay, so we're going to come down for 3,000. Throws back. Okay, airport's in sight, so we'll go flaps 15, get out. $2,100 set. As you can see, there's the airport, all ready for us to come in. As we swing around and make that final turn. So here's the 170, which is set. Passing through 3,000. $2,001 is set. Minimums to 1200 for 1105.
1,000 to go.
2,100 as you come round. 1,000 to go. So we hold flaps 15 now as we come down. 2,100 above.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go, checks. So we're all set and configured, ready to come in. We're going to come into the last right hand turn, which will be the 200. And then we'll be able to correct. So one final check around. QNH is 1015, which is cross checked and set on either side with the 208 courses coming inbound. Got the 208, which will be the 200 as we come down. As we now start to descend down through 2,900 feet, we can see that we've got the runway in sight. We are geared down, flaps 15, which is set. Auto brake set for number 2, which is also set and confirmed. Engine anti-ice is off, gears down 3 green, and we are configured ready to come in. So, as we get ready to come around the bend now, it's 2006, 2001, which we have in. So we can go down to our minimums, which will be 1002. We'll leave it for 1300. Go down to 200. Okay, So 9.3 as we make that turn, 7 DME 1910. So you can now go flaps 30. We're going for 157. Okay, let's come around onto that right hand turn now. Should be the 200. There's a runway in sight. You can see, she's right there. As the airport is offset. So passing 2000 now. Fully established. As we come down, so 7 DME, we need to be 1910, as we can see. And 7 DME 1910, which is consent. So we are fully checked, and we are coming down on the right glide path. As we get down to minimums, then we'll disconnect and we'll fly visually. As we get down to 6 DME, we need to be at 1590. Okay, 1590, 6 DME, which is set. 5 DME 1270. Okay, there's our minimums, so we can disconnect the autopilot and the auto throttle, and now I have full control of the aircraft.
Plus 100.
Okay, we're down for flight directors as well.
Minimums.
Continue. Okay, follow in, 2 red, 2 white.
1000.
Checked. 157. Yeah, there's a 157 now. We can start to dip down now.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Okay, we'll just line up. Okay, 2 red, 2 white.
400. 300. 200.
Okay, airport's visual now.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, speed brakes are up and reversers are active. Can be stowed with the brake disarmed, and now we'll apply the brakes as we get ready to taxi off on the runway. And there we are, guys, down in lovely Lebanon. So we'll disarm the auto brake, which is checked. Speed brake can be retracted, flaps can also be retracted as we now vacate off of the runway.
The local time is 5:33 a.m. and it's currently about 25 degrees Celsius.
So as we taxi off now, we'll then get ready to do this takeoff, the landing cinematics, and then we'll taxi to the gate.
Opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us, and we hope to
Okay,
see
so
you
past the
again.
whole short line. Can get the aircraft all configured now, so runway turn-offs and landing lights can all go off, taxis can go on, position light can go to steady, wheel well can go off with the wing well, and put the fasten seatbelts to off. So there we are, guys, we'll get the APU started in just a second, around a minute and a half after landing, and then we'll get ready to go. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, help us get to that 2k subscriber goal. And here is the lovely cinematics of the Israeli ELAL Airlines from Tel Aviv down to Lebanon. So I'll see you guys very soon. Take care for now. Bye bye.